And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Cole Aldrich is out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Calderon, and it's early in at the 3. Knicks trail by 4. Passes to Calderon. Here's AC, defended by Jones. And AC kicks to Early. They get the rebound. Aldrich the pass to Early. Feeds it to Calderon. To the left wing. AC dishes to Calderon. 6 to shoot. New York moving it around. And AC kicks to Calderon. Pass to Galloway. They shoot again. He dishes it to Calderon. Connects from three-point range. Calderon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game.
You know, it's really been this way for a few years when you look at the Rockets. They have been fantastic at getting to the line, and I think it caught a lot of teams in the East off guard last season.
Jones kicks to Terry. Pass to Prigioni. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Jones, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Rockets lead by 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Well, the Rockets did well against the Eastern Conference last year, as you might expect. 23 wins out of 30 games, and getting to the line, Steve, was a part of it.
Yeah, in fact, they averaged just under 30 trips to the foul line against the Eastern Conference teams. So, you know, it's tough to lose when you get so many easy points against your opponent.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from 2 great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Calderon. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Howard's checked in for Motiejunas. Reza comes in for Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Pablo Prigioni. And a new group in for the Knicks. Bargnani is checked in for Aldrich. Amundsen comes in for Quincy Ace. Anthony's checked in for Early. And Hardaway is subbed in for Jose Calderon. Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, you know, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You know, you might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having a choice, I think, is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
That's checked in for Terrence Jones. And a look at the top three-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. Well, you take a look at Ariza. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Corey Brewer. Knicks trail by 10. Galloway, the pass to Amundsen. Looking for Anthony, and gets it there. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Harden outside. Smith with a screen on Hardaway. Harden dishes to Smith. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And while we have a chance, let's check out some stats for Harden. First in field goal percentage, third in three-point shooting, and he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe him. He doesn't miss much.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Inside, here's Hardaway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Hardaway's got his third basket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Harden with it, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Ariza from past the arc. Good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Here's Galloway. Kicks to Carmelo. Unloads from 13. That's good on the jump shot. Anthony's got 15 points.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Screen by Howard. And Beverly kicks to Howard. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Anthony.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Ariza outside. The 3. And another 3 for Houston.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Out to the right wing. Hardaway for 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his third assist on the night. Here's Beverly. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And I know some people are still opposed to using replay in situations where the call doesn't have a direct effect on the outcome of the game. But I think it has to be used if there's a questionable call, no matter what it is.
No, I understand the argument against it. It does interrupt the flow of the game a little bit, but it's hard to stand by and simply let an incorrect call stand.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
That'll do it for the first half. Rockets on top, leading by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down and get going somewhere somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.